Hello and welcome. Let's take a look at our top story. There is a new order emerging in space, a race between the world's superpowers as they seek to unfold the mystery of space. Elon Musk's SpaceX, Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin, Orbital ATK, SES, OneWeb and more than 10,000 other commercial space companies have grown over the past 2 decades into a burgeoning sector known as New Space that is dedicated to growing private space access and space station servicing for satellite operators, defense technology, data analytics, and even more speculative areas like space tourism, manufacturing, and asteroid mining. Now, the future seems promising, right? But there's a catch to that. The researchers have warned rocket launches could reopen the hole in the ozone layer, and that might be a sign for worry. The ozone layer protects the Earth from the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays, and every year a hole opens up over Antarctica. Now, this troubling phenomenon is caused by emissions of damaging chemicals. Although, thanks to strict rules on the worst substances, the hole has been shrinking for years. But New Zealand researchers are warning that rocket launches could undo this progress. Let me first tell you what exactly is the hole in the ozone. Fixing the ozone hole is a rare environmental success story. In the early 1980s, scientists discovered that man-made chemicals were damaging this vital protective layer. The worst offenders, compounds called the chlorofluorescent carbons, or CFCs, were common in aerosols like hairspray and cooling devices. But in 1987, the Montreal Protocol was signed, an international agreement to ban the substances. It is now ratified by all United Nations members and 5 other parties. Subsequent agreements have tightened these rules and shrunk the hole. If current policies remain in place, the ozone layer is expected to disappear by 2066, the UN said earlier this year. And if the Montreal Protocol had not been implemented, it is estimated that 2/3 of the ozone layer would have been destroyed by the year 2065. But could rockets threaten this success? Now, the global space industry is expanding. According to researchers at the University of Canterbury in New Zealand, rockets punching through the stratosphere could contribute to the ozone depletion. This is because rocket launches emit both gases and particulates, including reactive chlorine, black carbon, and nitrogen oxides, into multiple layers of the atmosphere. Moreover, re-entry also creates huge amounts of nitrous oxide. The researchers warn that these gases and particulates will survive for a longer time in the stratosphere, which then can lead to destructive effects on the ozone depletion. And as space is getting crowded, around 72 countries now have space programs, and dozens of private startups are getting in on the act, where globally there have been between 90 and 130 annual launches in the last 5 years. The damaging climate impact could bring potential astronauts back down to Earth, as not only do emissions harm the ozone, but they increase global warming. Now, previous research has shown that black carbon particles emitted by rockets are almost 500 times more efficient at holding heat in the atmosphere than all other sources combined. WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.